coming. Dumbass, don't shoot the drone. Waiting from behind you, behind you, behind you, behind you. One shot. Dead. There's gold knock though. There's one. Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have a Season 7 crypto guide for you. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different ways that you can improve your gameplay with crypto. And if anybody is new and isn't already subscribed to the channel, I hope you will consider subscribing so you don't miss out on more content. I'm going to talk over a couple different games I had while playing with crypto and show you how to be more successful with crypto. Let's get into it, guys. Alright, so the main thing I want to talk about is how to properly use crypto's drone, specifically the EMP. Right here I see a team zipping down this hill and I am the first contact, so I get my drone out and I send a quick EMP their way. I get hit markers on all three and I see this Wraith phase up in front of me. So knowing she's very low, I look to get an angle and drop her. I knew she had no phase and I knew she was weak. Now I'm going to peek over because right here I see that there is a lifeline in there. I want to make sure lifeline does not get the res. I arc star inside and then I swing through the window to get line of sight. And then up here I'm going to take care of the third one. Now it's really important when you EMP that you execute shortly after it. Otherwise you'll see how the EMP is fairly useless. Unless you're trying to level up your Evo armor. That's about the only way that it's good if you're not going to execute on it. Now, the most underrated aspect is what I just did. Pinging the banner. Understanding how many teams are near you. That's within a 200-meter radius. And it's a really good way to gauge how to take a fight. You know there's more than one team, and you play slower. Try to eliminate one first and not put yourself in between both of the teams. Now, I EMP'd there. And I was able to get some damage off. I wanted to try to EMP as many people as I could so that they would all be low. And some of them were, so it did work out. This guy on that beam, I ended up cracking his armor so he fell down. And they are going to try to retreat. Now, anytime you're playing as a solo, like if you're solo queuing with crypto, it's going to be harder because you really need to rely on your teammates to execute on playing off of the information you receive from your drone. So I was solo queuing in these games here, but crypto can still be a decent solo legend. Is always going to be more helpful when you have teammates that understand how to play off of a crypto. Now, my teammate was a little bit ahead of us and he pinged some enemies. So rather than leave my drone exposed up here, when I saw this team, I decided to EMP. Now, I did that for like a countermeasure. I wanted to make sure they didn't send on my Bloodhound teammate while Bloodhound was completely alone up there. It's a different tactic to use rather than us being close, EMPing, and then following up on the damage we dealt. I did it to back them off so I could kind of reset the fight in our favor. The only downfall to doing this is you don't have the EMP if you're going to need it. Maybe they end up doing more damage to you and back you guys into a corner essentially. So I pull my drone out to activate its passive, which is the Neuralink. It'll detect enemy movement up to 20 meters, but the Wraith ends up shooting it pretty quickly. So we're kind of at a standstill here. We're waiting on one team to make a move before the other one does. And I end up almost cracking that Octane. And so they're going to take the portal back. And I'm listening and I hear the portal disappear. So that means that we can kind of move up and see where they are playing from. We can take the ground that they had. It'll give us a bigger advantage in winning the fight. Now I swing on the left and my other teammate swung on the right. And I do get a knock, but I get obliterated here. So I drop in this little crack here to pop a battery. But then I realize my teammate is fighting with low health, so I just look to help him. I kill this guy to thirst for the armor swap, and then I look for the third. Luckily, the third was low, and we're able to squad wipe. Crypto is really calculated, and he is the hardest legend to use because of pulling out your drone it's a different mechanic than all of the other abilities, and it's really the only ability where you're third person, you're stepped out of your legend and into their abilities. So it's a very unique way, and if you're not used to him, which a lot of people aren't, they really get uncomfortable using the drone because they don't really know the proper ways to use it. So whipping it out, it's just uncomfortable for a lot of people, I think. But if you learn how to play Crypto, he can be one of the best legends in the game. Part of the main reason why he's not like meta is because of the difficulty it takes to use him, in my opinion. All right, now in this last fight, it's us and just another squad, and they got some of the red care packages, so I'm assuming they have Krabers and some dangerous weapons. So I'm trying to rotate to try to create an angle, and, I put my drone in this building, but my teammate ends up getting Krabered, so I figured one would push pretty quick. So I pull my drone out. Luckily, it was close. I EMP'd the path. I try to shoot him while he transitions, but he grapples and I miss a few shots. I'm hoping my teammate can take care of him, but it doesn't look that way. So I'm running over to help. She goes down. I'm able to shoot the Bloodhound for a good amount in the back. I got the Prowler, so I knew we had a chance of winning this. Knock 2. I'm going to thirst the path for the armor swap. And right here, I thought I heard the Gibraltar. I thought he was much closer than he was. So I baited the res. And I was hoping he would swing out. But he doesn't quite yet. Until now. I realize I don't like this angle. Especially it's a Gibraltar. It's a tough legend of 1v1. So I take high ground. And I peek over. End up getting him low. He cracks me. But I know I did more damage to him. And he messed his bubble up. So I had a good angle. I'm going to thirst the Bloodhound. And for some reason, my Bloodhound teammate left the game. It's just crazy. But, yeah, then we clutched this game. So this was a good 14 kill game win with Crypto. And if anybody hasn't already seen, I have a 4K tutorial guide with Crypto on my page. I will link in the info cards. All right, guys. This was a short guide. And I know it's a bit different than most of the other guides that are out there. But I wanted to really show you some effective ways to be using Crypto and the drone. The more you play him, the better you will be with him, and the more you can learn about when and how to use this drone, the more effective you will be in winning fights. Now, as I mentioned in the start of the video, he's a much better legend when you're playing with 2 other people who are on the same page as you. He will struggle in the solo environment, but he still can be successful. I hope you guys will watch till the end and enjoy another 1v3 clutch here with Crypto. And if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to slap a like on it because it does help the video. And once again, if anyone's new, please consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much for 1,500 subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. I will catch you on the next upload. Peace.
Throwing Oxtar.
Imagine leaving right before I win both times, bro. That's like crazy.